The idea of minimalism arose in the 1950s with the use of simple forms and means to create art sculptures and paintings that were simply minimal and so simple. Nothing complicated, easy on the eyes, and yet a deep, thoughtful meaning. A minimalist way of life enables human beings to free themselves from constant distractions and allows us to get bored. Being bored is the best place we can be in as it allows us to think creatively. Being bored and lonely allows us to find peace in being within our own skin and finding ourselves to be our best company. We were born in our birthday suits, and when we die, the clothing we have on our vacant bodies is put on us to ease the wandering minds of the people that help bury or cremate our bodies. And yet when we live, we go through so much stuff that we say we need. We need stuff. It took me years to realize that I had let myself go and needed to anchor my mind to something more relatable while I tried to pull myself up and continue on this life that I was gifted. This is where my journey with minimalism started. I watched as extreme minimalists lived serene lives while being able to listen to their wandering minds and the breath that allows them to live. I watched for days as I struggled with the thought of never being able to adapt minimalism myself due to my circumstances. I now have 2 children. I can't possibly step out of the house with 2 of them. There is so much to carry. How will I possibly do this? Hi, my name is Seetal. I'm a medical doctor, and in this video, I'm going to share with you the simple ideas behind minimalism and how to begin on this journey of living a simple life. If you are new to my channel, then I would love for you to join our tribe and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video. Also, just FYI, it is completely free of charge to subscribe. Now, let's begin. What is your goal? Know your purpose to indulge in this journey. What is it that you're hoping to achieve? Why minimalism? Why now? Are you lost in the chaos and need an escape? Have you tried escaping on a beautiful holidays only to find yourself stuck in a hamster wheel when you get back to your lives? Do you find yourself procrastinating to do the one thing that you always thought you would do or finish because you just can't think right now? Are you overwhelmed with the amount of order you find you have to bring into your space every day or more often than you would like to? Are you finding it hard to find your personal style, your likes, your dislikes because of all the options you have lying around your space currently? Are you swamped with the guilt of having spent hard-earned money on things that you don't or never used, and that the pile just keeps adding on because you can't stop yourself? No, not now. There's a sale. If you miss out on that sale, then you've missed out on a huge savings. Or that the shirt you bought only costed you $30 so you can afford to wear a $30 new shirt for every odd event you attend once a month. What is the point of living if I don't spend the money I earn on expensive luxury items? How will I fit into the general society? What will people think? And yet, I want a clean and tidy house at all times. I need an easy fix for my chaos, and no, it's not my stuff. Sorry for rambling on, but those were just some of the toxic thoughts that clouded my mind before embarking on a journey of minimalism. If you can relate to it, hit the like button so I know. If you hated it as it felt like an attack to your personal thoughts, then hit the dislike button. I'm happy to know that I have special powers to know what your thoughts are. Minimalism is not simply a way of life of buying less stuff and having bare walls and floors. It is that life that relates to each and every one of us differently and can be molded to fit with our vibrant personalities just as we are. My goal of adapting minimalism lifestyle was to enable myself to listen to my mind and heart, to be more alert with my beautiful children, to see my husband behind all those colorful cushions sitting on the couch with his feet up after a tiring day at work. My goal of minimalism was to be able to open my pantry and refrigerator and to not be overwhelmed with the stocks of food available and not knowing what to cook, but rather appreciate the abundance that life has bestowed upon our family and be able to make nourishing meals for my family every day. You, my dear listeners, must have a goal, or rather a purpose, for wanting to adopt minimalism. I promise you, it will be a life-changing experience once you start cleansing your souls simply by getting rid of all the clutter around you. But first, you need to know why you want it. So where do you start? Set a timeline, set small goals, get a piece of paper out, mark out all the days you have in this calendar month or the next that would work best for you to start this journey. Oftentimes, people find the most difficult place to start is their closets. After all, it is that one place that holds most of your personality traits. It is where you go to dress yourself up or down and don on clothes that make you feel and look beautiful. The closet houses sentimental items that were given to you by that special someone or by someone you love, and you would never throw them away. They were handmade, hand-picked, hand-dyed, ethically made, cost a fortune, and most of all, they represent you. But does it still? We are all afraid of change. Change can bring about anxiety and that feeling of uncertainty. If we are uncertain of what we like now, how will anyone trust us? What will people think? They will make fun of us when we keep changing our minds. Every time we change our dressing style or taste, people will say we are just confused or think ourselves to be overprivileged, that we do not appreciate the clothes we have, right? Wrong. You have no idea what others think of you. And even if you did have superpowers to know in your heart that they are making fun of you, so what? That is their opinion. Are you working so hard to make a living for yourself, to have a better life, but you would rather let your thoughts of what others think of you dictate the story of your life and determine how you live? Relax. Take 3 deep breaths. Walk to your closet and take out all your clothing. You are worth it. You are worth much more than the thousands of dollars that you have spent on your clothing. Lay them all out. Look at them. Do you really love it? Are you confusing your wants with your needs? It is hard, but I am here with you. You can do this. If you can donate, sell, or throw out that expensive piece of clothing that you no longer represent yourself as you embrace your own personal growth, then you will learn the value of money and how you would not spend a great deal of money on clothing that you aren't 100% sure of in the future. This journey is hard, but the journey or the road that's less traveled is always the hardest. Lessons we learn. The lessons that I learned when I donated my expensive pieces of clothing was that I would never look at money the same way. Money was now not an item that I would inherit after working hard only to exchange for what I claimed my life was worth for. Money is now my best friend. It is a friend that I must show kindness to. I will treat it with respect and not to merely show me joy or pleasure in the art of retail therapy. I was also deeply confused and hurt by the thought of getting rid of clothing items that I had made sentimental because they were lovingly gifted to me or made for me by people I love. The people that love me never once mentioned to me of the things they gifted to me, as I would not to others. It is a gift. It is given out of love, and truly it is the thought that counts. The thought that someone thought of you for a period of time while they bought you that gift. What better gift than to be that person who is loved by others and be part of their happy days? I love everyone that gives me, but I am only forever indebted to their feeling of love and care for me, not the piece of item I receive from them. Our loved one and the love they share with us in the form of solid gifts is more than that piece of gift itself, but rather on a deeper level of feeling that feeds our souls and not our bodies. I learned that if I feed my soul and continue giving gifts without the expectation of receiving gifts in return, or having the people that receive my gifts use the items I buy them, then I am free. I am free of clutter. My mind is free, and I can now see beyond all those things. I can be silent in my own thoughts and learn to use the bare minimum as the purpose of this life is to live and thrive and not be fooled by products we think we need to make our lives better. We are already better. We are awesome as it is. We need less to live a fuller life. Attract abundance. When we have less, we attract abundance. I learned that after I got rid of over 70% of my belongings, including clothing items, books, kitchen appliances, and furniture, I was able to attract a more abundant life. I had to clean a lot less than I did before. My kids had less toys and more chances of being bored and annoyed with each other, which allowed them to create more beautiful memories just playing make-believe. I was able to cook more often for my family without the overwhelming thought of having too much and not knowing where to begin. My husband would smile more and more because secretly, the decluttering had unleashed a deeper law of attraction that we hadn't anticipated, the law of attraction for money. We were now doing well again. We spent less and earned a whole lot more. The energy was now clear. The universe was seeing the space around us and was able to break through to us without being bogged down by the stuff around us. Folks, I hope you found this video inspiring enough for you to consider living a minimalist life. It is not easy to start being a minimalist, but once deep into it, life just gets blissful and free. It feeds constant happiness to your soul despite the ups and downs that we face in life. You will suddenly find yourself stronger than you could ever have imagined and being able to live a happy and fulfilling life with less and yet being absolutely abundant at the same time. That's what I call the irony of minimalism. Having a lot, yet not really having a lot. Thank you so much for staying till the end. I would love for you to join me on my YouTube journey. I love you for being here for me and always being my cheerleader. Comment below if there's anything I could do for you in return. Goodbye, and I wish you all a wonderful week.